Yo, what's going on, yo? Let's go on with this true Draco deck profile with no extra deck, you know, because they don't need an extra deck. No, so I've been really into these Dragon Ball Super card. I don't know how to play, but the art looks sick. This is Future Gohan, and they kind of look alike. So, yeah, I call this the Future Gohan deck. Wait, let's get into the monster lineup. So we got 3 Dynamite. When your opponent activates a card effect, you can either add or activate a trap, True Draco trap, from your deck to the field or to your hand, whichever comes first, or whichever situation that you got yourself into. Yeah, this is the best monster to open up with. Next up, we got 3 Ignis Heat. Same thing as Dynamite, but instead of traps, it's spells. And really funny fact is he has Monarch stats, so if you were playing like a Monarch version, I guess you could add him to that variant. There's like fire stuff going around outside, I don't know, but last 2 monsters, two Majesty Maiden. Sorry, this glare is insane. Yeah, so we got 2 Majesty Maiden. Same thing as these guys, but instead it only adds you a monster. So it's just versatility, you know. I think you need all 3 until Masterpiece comes back, which it probably won't, but one day, right? Once it's power crept, like to the point where Masterpiece is like garbage. The 1 diagram, 1 terraforming. Yeah, self-explanatory. Just search the god cards. You got the 3 heritage, 3 disciples. I really think that you need to max out on these just for the grind game, and you kind of you need to open these, at least like one of them. It could be brick sometimes, but I feel like the deck doesn't work without these. So yeah, just max them out. And for the draw spells, I ran 2 Desires, 3 Duality, and the 1 Demise. Self-explanatory. This one banish 10, draw 2. This one excavate top 3, get 1. This one basically says draw 3 if you have no cards in your hand, or you know, until you have 3. So pretty standard lineup for Dracos, honestly. Just it's all preference these days, right? So you got the 3 Apocalypse. This is the damage modulation one. Picked up the supers a long time ago, and they still look beautiful. And then yeah, just 1 of the return. This card could be a 2 in this deck, but I think 1 is good for me. So yeah, basically if you don't know what these cards do, you could basically just tribute summon on your opponent's turn. Pretty self-explanatory. They both have that effect, but their secondary effect is it's a little different, because this one you can destroy a True Draco card you control and half your opponent's attack and defense, all monsters they currently control permanently. So this and the damage step is obviously like nuts. And this one, it's like a monster reborn for the archetype, but then for the rest of the turn you can't special summon, which is not an issue. So this one does come up, I guess, in like a weird grind game, but it's not as important as this one. So, and then when these are sent to the graveyard from the field, you can pop a monster on the field. And yeah, so I didn't really explain these, I guess, so maybe I should. And the spells, when these are sent to the graveyard, it pops a back row or a spell trap, any spell trap on the field, and this is any monster on the field. And yeah, heritage is basically you draw 1 for every true Draco type of card that was sent to the graveyard from the field. So if you sent a monster, spell, and trap, you draw 3 cards. If it's only spell and trap, it's 2 cards. So yeah, this card is like insane. And then Disciples is the Avarice. Target 3 in your grave. And then yeah, shuffle it into the deck. And then boom, draw 1. And then they both have the same additional normal summon effect, and you just tribute over these probably. Pop a back row, get more advantage. So yeah, that's the True Draco cards. Really easy deck. Alright, onto the, I guess, the hate cards that people would hate to see. So we're just gonna kind of just fan them out. Alright, so obviously you get the 3 skill drain, pay 1,000, and yeah, and then you don't get to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Monarchs Erupt, only 2. Maybe I should play 3 just because you want to open up with at least one of these. But when you open up with both, it's like it's really weird. So I just cut down to 2 and 3 because this is more generic. This one could be better only if you have True Draco already set up. But afterwards, it's like garbage. But yeah, they do the same thing. So this one, you can still use your True Draco monster effects. So yeah, so let's just fan them out. So you got this, these, and then you got 3. There can be only 1. If you don't know what this card does, I like it seems so silly like explaining floodgates, because this is like what this does. Like this deck basically is. It just relies on its floodgates because its own like the engine cards aren't as powerful anymore. So there can be only 1. You could just only control 1 type of monster. So doesn't really matter in this deck. I just control Dynamite, just 1 more monster, and then control the game. This is the opposite of there can be. Just you could only control 1 type of monster. So if you have one of these up on the field, there can only be 1. Literally only 1 at that point. So yeah, I guess that's the God board when you have both of these. And then Soul Drain. Yeah, Soul Drain is insane. You go first, you open this, you face against Tyr, Shizu, any graveyard deck. Yeah, there you go. Even like Outlich can't really out this. I mean, I guess they could, but Outlich, the Golden Lord, would have to like be summoned by Sanguine and then Conquistador. Okay, so it's not that hard for them to out, but against like Tyr and any other graveyard decks, yeah, this card's really good. But yeah, not much to really explain. That was the entire deck, 40 cards. Yeah, I stopped playing Dracos for a while, and I just I think it was fun during like COVID, because you know it's just like an easy deck to learn, and like it's easy to win with. But yeah, I'm back on playing combo decks now, so we in this thing. But yeah, I just rebuilt it like 10 minutes ago because it's still fun. This deck has a special place in my heart. So, but yeah, if you enjoyed the video, I recommend watching my other vids. I like to create creative builds and be more innovative, you know, not just playing meta, which I don't really play meta. So yeah, I just play fun creative builds, and then I do test hands and whatnot. But yeah, check out my other vids, subscribe, like, comment, you know, let me know what you guys think, what should I change, and yeah, let me know what you guys would put in this build, or how would you guys build it. But yeah, until next time, peace.